Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? Heads up, California. The California Water Board is going to require reduced indoor water use for the citizens of California. Recommendations have been made last year to reduce indoor water use targets to 47 gallons of water per day by 2025 and 42 gallons of water per day by 2030. But making water conservation a California way of life are controversial state rules that could cost in upwards of $13 billion. Now, California ought to be expecting water rationing for their homes, as the California State Water Resource Board Control Board is set to mandate lower indoor water use standards. A cap on indoor water use standards to 47 gallons per person starting in 2025, like I said, and then it will reduce it to 42 gallons. This decision is followed by an October hearing about Senate Bill 1157, which was passed by the California legislature in 2022 and signed into law by Newsom in the same year. Now, SB 1157 codified the water use standards that have been proposed, and California has always experienced large swings between dry and wet weather due to climate change, and these are becoming more severe. The recent storms and the flooding that was seen statewide following years of back-to-back extreme drought make clear the importance of staying prepared. Hotter and drier periods that are increasing in frequency, reduced snowpack, and drier soils are making our water supplies more vulnerable. Now, California is misguided by a set of laws that remove the incentive for water agencies to invest in more water supplies. And these laws will actually fine water agencies if they deliver too much water to the urban customer. And water agencies need to be incentivized to increase the supply capacity, not reduce it. Water is life, and having as much as we need, affordable and abundant, is a goal that is achievable and sustainable. It's time for Californians to reject these extremist mandates and restore the quality of life that is in the keeping with their heritage. Now, these proposed regulations would mandate conservation measures by more than 400 cities and water agencies that serve about 95% of Californians. Water providers from the Mojave Desert and the Sonoma County and beyond have warned at a board workshop that these regulations will be a challenge, particularly because many would have to make steep cuts to outdoor water use. It really comes down to, are the regulations feasible? Are the costs worth the benefits? And what are the consequences in achieving these regulations? Well, water suppliers, okay, not individual customers. Water suppliers would have to meet certain targets, and each supplier would need to figure out on its own its own strategy in order to meet these targets. These could include rebates that encourage customers to swap out your grassy lawn for something that's more drought-proof landscaping, or rate structures that penalize heavy water users, right? Now, water providers say it will be difficult to squeeze more conservation out of their customers. They want to save water at such an accelerated rate that even if the water suppliers had all the money that they needed, they would not be able to convince the customer base to participate at the rates that they need them to. Like, okay, you know the movie Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner, right? If you build it, they will come. Well, they can build it all they want, but they won't necessarily come. You know what I'm saying? So there is a formula that sets targets for each water agency that's based on goals for indoor as well as outdoor residential water use. Business landscapes with dedicated irrigation meters, like losses, like leaks, and other variables, such as the presence of livestock in a region. Now, suppliers that fail to live within their prescribed water budget could face escalating consequences that could eventually lead to fines of $1,000 a day starting in 2027 or $10,000 a day during droughts. There's about 231 agencies, give or take, serving nearly 27 million Californians. And they are already on track to meet the 2025 objectives without reducing their water use, mostly San Francisco Bay Area and Southern California. And there are 71 agencies that serve 8.5 million Californians, and they are expected to meet the 2035 standards as well, including San Diego, San Jose Water Company, San Francisco Public Utilities Commission, and the Irvine Ranch Water District, and the city of Santa Ana. Now, if by chance there is an agency and they were to look at the cost to comply and compare that to the cost of the fines, it wouldn't surprise me if any one of these agencies just give me the fines, just give them, because we can't meet these targets. Okay, fewer and fewer people are participating in the city's rebate program for removing their lawn, which offers it's like $1 for every square foot of grass that gets removed. But these customers, they're saying that it costs about around $7-8 a square foot to tear out their lawns. That's a major cost barrier here. If customers don't want to participate, they can't be forced to participate. So now is the time to figure out if you have enough water stored, how to store more water, and it's also time to figure out how to conserve more water now than you already do, because it's going to come down to a lot of people getting fined, and they say that it's just these water agencies or whatever that are going to be fined. I think that customers are going to be fined too, and I think a lot more people, their water is going to get shut off at their homes and at their businesses if they don't comply and stay under a certain amount of water gallon usage per day. It's just my opinion. Okay, so all right, guys. That's all for this video. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.